How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. As you can see, it's snowing out here again. Tired of the snow, but we need it. Kill some of these bugs. It's gonna get very cold. They're actually calling for about 3 to 6 inches in my area today. So as you guys know, I plow snow for the state, or the township, and they're going to be calling me out to work. It's not going to be too long. They're going to be calling me, but I want to get started. I got a project in the garage going on, and I thought you guys would be interested in it. It's pretty cool. I seen a picture of one, so I'm going to give it a try. We're going to put a piece of pipe on the end of our bucket of our tractor, so when we're plowing the snow, it doesn't dig up our gravel as much. I think it'll still dig gravel up, but I don't think it'll be quite as bad. So I'm gonna get you in the garage, show you what I've got to work with. I don't even know if I can get this done before the snow comes, but I doubt it. So we'll do what we can. All right, as you can see, I got the tractor in the garage, and we do have it pretty warm in here. It's 60 degrees, which is nice. We have the bucket setting up here, and the ideal of this is to keep that cutting edge from digging up my gravel. And I have 2 pieces of pipe here. I have a piece 1.5 inches, and I have a piece of 2 inch. Now this piece of 2 inch is a piece that I use, but I don't need it 2 inch. So I think ideally we'd like to have the 2 inch on there. That way, if you're pushing the snow, once I cut that groove in there, there's not going to be much, because I think this will still push gravel. I think it'd be a lot better if it had a rounded edge on it, but I think it'll still push gravel. I'm not sure what I want to use, the 2 inch or I want to use the 1.5 inch. The 2 inch, either way, you're just pushing snow. You don't want to dig it, so I don't know. I might use the 1.5 inch. I got a choice. Let me think about it a little bit, and then I'll get you guys back in here. Okay. Figuring out what slice I got to cut in there. It looks to be about 3/8 of an inch. This is going to be 3/8 of an inch thick. I think I'm going to use the 1.5 inch. If it fails and it doesn't work, we'll build one out of the 2 inch. The only problem is this is a lot of work, and I hate to do it and not work. But I think we're going to use the 1.5 inch and try it and see how it works. I don't see where the 2 inch is going to make a big difference. And I do use that 2 inch piece of pipe. So what it is an 1.5 inch piece of pipe. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be mounting this piece of pipe right on our cutting edge, so it doesn't dig the gravel. So I want to get the length of what I want this cut. We're gonna get it cut down. This piece of pipe cut down to the size we want. We don't want to really drill any holes in our bucket. We already have 2 holes in there where the tooth bar goes on, and if we can do anything, we'll use them 2 existing holes to mount this bar onto the bucket itself. So I'm going to get to measuring this up, and we'll get the size cut. We're going to go 61.5 inches. That's 2 inches longer than the bucket. That leaves 1 inch hang over here and 1 inch hang over here, because we do have to slice the corner of the pipe too, because I want to be able to mount it on the side. So we're talking 61.5 inches. 61.5. Yeah, that should give me my 2 inches. Okay, now that we got our piece cut at 61 inches, we're going to take a piece of angle iron, like I have right here. We're going to take that piece of angle iron and we're going to get us a straight edge on this, because we're going to need to cut a slot in this piece of metal where the blade goes through. It'll fit right over the edge of the bucket. But my goal is not to cut all the way through, because I need a little piece on each end. I'm going to weld onto there a plate that will go up and hook where my tooth bucket mounts on. So I'm going to go ahead and measure that out. That's exactly 60 inches. So what we're going to do is it's 61 and a half. We're going to go in 3/4 of an inch on each side, about 3/4 of an inch, and 3/4 of an inch over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a 1/2 inch hole on each side. Okay, now that we got our 2 holes, we got our 2 1/2 inch holes, we can go ahead and cut this one line that we marked on here. This one here. We'll go ahead and get it cut. It should be good and straight. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cut this, and I'm going to cut this with a 4-inch grinder. So that's a lot of grinding, a lot of cutting to get this done, but hopefully it'll pay off and I'll save on gravel. Okay, we have our one cut done. We're going to mark this out a 1/2 inch. What we're going to do is we're going to cut a 1/2 inch slice out of there, the same as we did with that drill bit. 1/2 inch. We want to take a 1/2 inch of metal out of there. Okay, this thing is still hot. Whew, that's still hot. Alright, so now what we've got to do is go over there and cut that stripe down, and then we'll have where our bucket's going to sit inside that. Well, I just got my phone call. I got to be out at work at 11 o'clock, so I got about an hour that I can, maybe an hour and a half. I can finish up some more of this, and then hopefully when we get back home, a couple more little things to it, and we can get this thing working. I'd like to see if it works, period. I wanted to give you guys the thickness of this metal, and I'm going to say it's 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch steel. Been nice to have 1/4 inch. I think 1/4 inch would be a lot better, but this will have to do for right now. Okay, our one piece is cut out of there. There's the piece that's going to make up the place where the bucket goes. So now all I have to do is I have to cut this side for this lip right here, and then I'll cut this side for that lip, and that thing should slide right up on top of there. So I think what we'll do is on this edge, we'll drill another 1/2 inch hole here. Right here on this where we want it to stop. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And then we'll be able to connect onto here and connect it onto them holes up there where my tooth bucket goes on. Now what we'll do is we'll take our grinder and just cut that slot out, and that should fit right on our blade now. Alright, let's just see if it fits. By looking it over, it looks like these two sides need just a little bit more off of them. Right in here, just a little bit, and a little bit on the other side. Okay, we cut a little bit more out of that edge. Just got to make room for the weld on the outside. We'll go ahead and slide it up on there. I think that is going to work. And that was the goal, to make that tip round instead of sharp. Yeah. Okay, for right now, since I got a snowstorm right on us right now, we're going to drill a couple holes in here, and I'm going to use a ratchet strap to hold this on the edge of my bucket, at least until this snow's over, and then we'll build a plate that'll mount into this bolt hole right here. But that snowstorm is right on us right now, so I need to get some way of getting this thing on here so I can do snow with it. At least I can show you guys how it works. Alright, this is what we're going to do. And this is just going to hold it on there until we can get through this snowstorm, and then we're going to weld a plate on here. But that snow is up on us, and it's not stopping. I think that works pretty good. Now we just got to find some old junk straps and get that strapped up around the corner there. Okay, our ratchet strap went right down around there and hooked into this hole really nice. You know, it wouldn't hurt to leave it like this. I mean, when you're using it, it'd be easier getting it on and off, because that's not something we're going to use all the time. But it's going to be nice to, like I said, hopefully it doesn't dig up the gravel. But they've already called me out to work. I have to leave here in a very short while. I was trying to get this tidied up so when we got home we could go ahead and try this guy out, because we'll probably have plenty of snow by then. It is hooked to the tractor already, so we're good to go. What I'm doing is just hooking into our eye bolt right there, going around the back and connecting into this other hole. Pretty simple setup. I might just leave it this way. If that doesn't come apart there and it seems like it's working out okay, I think this is an easy way strapping this to my bucket without unbolting it. I mean, you're gonna have to get wrenches out. This is easier, the ratchet strap. And then I'm just folding these up, putting them in the back, putting a zip tie on them for now. I think this is gonna work. As far as staying on, I hope. Okay, that's where I got it attached. The ratchet strap to that hole right there. Goes right down around, hooks into our eye bolt here. Hopefully this will work out. I think it might. It seems like it's on the bucket pretty good. And we went right up this side over here and strapped it in the same hole as we did the other side. I think I can still take that bucket off. Yeah, I can still get the bucket on and off too. I think it looks pretty cool. We'll just see how it works. That'll be the big test. All right, as you guys can see, we have a beautiful winter wonderland here. Julie's cleaning the truck. We are going to get ready to try out our snow, the attachment we built for our plow. And as you can see, the driveway, you can see where I've been walking up there for 2 days. So when I told you guys I had to go to work, I am just getting home. It was yesterday they called us out, and then we got called out again this morning. So I'm just now getting to remove my snow from the driveway. As you can see, it's deep, very deep snow. So I think this is going to be a great test for our attachment, and we're going to see how it works. So I've got a little bit of work to get it out of the garage. We've got to shovel out in front of the garage doors, and then we'll get it outside. Geez, got to be careful with them icicles. All right, let me get in here and get settled down. I'll get you guys out and show you what's going on. All right, everything is ready. We're going to go ahead and get ready to take the tractor out and give this thing a try. We'll see what it works like. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, when we was back dragging up here, this gravel's not really that froze up here. It's kind of all 57s. It's not crush and run, and it's loose. It did pull some of that gravel out there into the driveway, but that's okay. We're pounding in the driveway. But to be honest with you, it's not pulling anything up in the driveway out that way. Out there, that's crush and run. It's really hard stuff. So I think it's working out. I really do. We'll see here. All right, by looking at the pipe that we put on there, I think it's in good shape. I really think it held up really nice on the tractor itself. The only thing is, if you noticed when I was back dragging up next to the house, we had 57, it's called 57s. It's gravel. It's a small driveway gravel, not the crush and run, and it wasn't froze. And it did move that 57 gravel. It moved some of it. But most of my gravel in my driveway is, most of that gravel is crush and run. And that crush and run gets water down in it, and it packs, and it's really tight, and it doesn't move that gravel like it does the 57s. So it does work, and it does work really good. Just if you have those loose 57s on there, it's probably going to pill up them 57s. If the ground is frozen, if your driveway is frozen, it's probably going to be fine. It won't pill it up. But with it not being froze like those 57s, it's going to pill it up. But I'll tell you, this is much nicer. I really like this a lot better than using the sharp edge, because I didn't move nearly as much gravel as I do if I use the sharp edge. So I would say it does work, and I think it works good. Is it worth building that, taking the time to build it? I think so. Give it a try and see what you think. I'd like to tell everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. My face is froze. It's about 12 degrees outside, and I'm freezing. So, going to head into the house, get something to eat, sit down for a little bit. Thanks for watching.